All right, guys, welcome back to All Will Fall. I hope you're having a great day today. This is the water wheel. It's intended to generate electricity when it rains. We're going to place this right here. It's kind of covering up the windows and stuff. I'm hoping that the structure will allow me to do this because of the weight, right? But I'm going to place that down there, and we're going to see what happens. And every time it rains, the water from these 3 roof tiles will now hit this. And I mean, obviously the rain itself will hit it too, but that's going to happen. Now, it slows the flow of water, but the water's still going to fall, right? So we can capture that water still, even though it's going to fall. So what I want to do also here is I want to redo this. I can't get the camera to stop moving. It's not me doing it. It's like something going on. I think maybe it's my mouse or something. I don't think it's the game. Something's happened between this recording and last, and it's like, it's constantly doing this. And I don't know. I think my mouse wheel is broken or something. It's weird. I'm going to try to fix it after this video. Unless it becomes really a big pain in the ass this video, I'm going to fix it after the video. Okay, so we've got that right there. That's good. And then what I want to do is add a little bit more structure here, of course. And we're going to do it kind of with the heavy stuff. There's the stuff that has more support anyway. And then what we want to do is add some of these. I could do it here, but I want to do it more like, yeah, like this. I'm thinking more like this. Right now, do I have enough space to place this? I do. There we go. Okay. We want to have our walking paths go around the outside here, so there's room for them to move around, right? There we go. And then it's really a question mark as to whether or not it's going to allow this, but I think so, because pending construction, I think, is considered for support. And it's not marking this as too heavy, so I'm going to go ahead and say this is going to work. The real issue, though, is like there's no way to access this for construction right now. So let's give them a way to get up there and build it. I'm hoping maybe that will be enough. It doesn't show it as enough, so this still says there's no way to reach it. I'd like it to be mounted to the side of this building. So I need a way for them to get there. Oh, I get it. Because I didn't do... Yeah, this is... Okay. Okay. Yeah, I took this away, remember? Yeah. So we need to bring this back. So let's go and do this instead. Bring you out. Bring you out like so. Just adding some extra support here for this because I'm going to have to go around wide. And it's going to have to be like that, which I can't quite do, but maybe if I add something like this, it will still work. Okay, that works. Yeah, that seems to work. Okay. And now they can access this. At least they should be able to. Is it too heavy? It seems good. No storage attached to it. That's going to get fixed right now, though. And then getting them up to here to build this. That's what I need them to do. So from here, we're going to take this ladder. Yeah, and I'm just going to bring this up to here. And they should be able to reach this and build this when I go like that. There they go. Yep, they can build it now. Okay, and then we can tear this down. We don't need them to maintain it or anything, so we can just tear it down after this point. So there we go. We have a water wheel attached to the side of the building. And then the water also, while it's falling through the wheel, will then fall into this and get captured. All right, fantastic. Get down, and let's tear this down now. So we want to tear this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just got to be careful on what I click. Okay. So that's good. And we need them to be able to move around this. So I can't, like, add these, for example. Some people might say, you should do these too. I can't. Because they have to be able to reach this. And so if I take this walkway away, they won't be able to reach this side. The only way I would be able to make this work is by... Wait a minute. Oh, really? I can go that high now? Can they walk under that? I don't think they can walk under that. God, I don't know, though. I'm going to try. I don't think they can. But... Hang on. I didn't realize I could mount it that high, but I definitely can. Can they walk under it? I want to see them like go to... Yes, they can. Wow. Okay, never mind. That's going to work. Crazy. I can't do it here because this one's sticking out, but it's still... I think this is still better to use one of these than it is to use the other ones. Can I see? This is, well, 0.25. This is 0.25, so it's the same. That is interesting. But I want to use this one because then it captures it from the roof. Yeah, all these things are getting captured from the roof. Now, this one here isn't capturing. It's not really doing what it needs to do. So I'm going to move this roof tile. And what we're going to do is just slide it this way instead. So at least that's being redirected into this now. Because these three are going to help this. And then this wasn't really doing much. So now it's going to help and do that much there. Okay. I think I'm good. Yeah. Some people did say that these can go on top as well. And I guess that's true. I'm just worried about it being in the way of the other ones, but I guess maybe it doesn't matter. So we can try it and see what happens. We'll build 2 here. I guess we'll just build these, right? Just build a bunch of them and see what happens. How does this affect the sun exposure that these things have? So this is 69% still. 79%, and they can build them, so I guess so. Yeah. All right. See, I'm getting there. All right. We were having fun, and now we're getting good, scrub. Okay. It's gonna happen eventually. I need another sailor for that boat, or do I? This is just a simple boat. Maybe we replace it with a metal boat, right? You can get rid of that boat, replace it with a metal boat. Metal boat is in the gathering section. We should go here, metal boat. Yeah. Add a metal boat, and then here's a simple boat. We can take the simple boat away. Here we go. Add a metal boat, like so. Add sailors. We'll have another sailor event that eventually, but now they can go out and get metal too. Okay? There you go. Okay, I think we've solved the water issue. I think we've solved food. Food is very good. Water is very good. These guys have finally found this place. There's only 2 housing left. I'm worried about that. I don't have a lot of housing left. I have room for 1 more here, so we can place that. Nope, that's not stable enough. I didn't think so. I think we're getting close to the limit. I'm actually surprised I was able to get 2 in there. And obviously can't do that one either. Now, maybe we could do the metal houses right off the side. We could do the other side of this. Right, you could place the metal housing out here. But maybe I'm looking at the way this is structured, and because there's a gap right here, I'm sort of thinking instead of doing this, place these along the side and then just add a bunch of rain catchers on these just for some extra water to collect is what I was thinking, because this fits in here perfectly, right? So if I was to do something like this, I was presuming that they could actually build this, but it looks like they won't. Yeah, and they can't really get up there. It's just because of these things are in the way. Well, we can do this. I don't like it, but we can. Just right there is fine. This gets them to where they can build it. And then the rain catchers actually build automatically. So they just won't be able to gather water from it, though. That's the problem. If I do this, yeah, then I'll be able to attach the rain catcher. So we'll end up having on the outside here just a bunch of rain catchers. And then I don't know whether or not the rain can be redirected on that. You know, because like the wind turbines are here. But maybe we could have some roof tiles like right here. Kind of like if I put 1 roof right here, it affects both buildings right in the middle of this whole arrangement. So if I do that, do I get a... It looks like it's outside. Clearance says 81%. I think it already said that, though. It's not highlighting this, so I think it's okay. And then that will at least redirect it down, and then we could have, you know, additional water collection going on over here, right? And then we just add that. And we just have water collection all on the outside. Yeah, that's good. I like this idea. We can even do the same thing here too, although they're not going to be able to build it unless I got to go this way with it. So let them get this. Yep. Okay. Outsiders want to become citizens. We get more workers. Love it. Thank you. And then I don't have the housing, so I still need the housing problem. So let's see about the housing. 132 citizens right now. Now, I said I solved the water issue, but that's just because we were gathering a lot, right? We had rains and stuff. Now we don't have rain. It's not until we get this tiny little segment here, and then we follow that up with wind. But like, there's a long time with no rain here, so I still need that. I've got a good source of power, but I still need more water. So I think I might actually turn these guys away. It's the first time I've done that. It doesn't look like there's any penalty for saying that, though. I didn't get any penalty. Normally there's a penalty for saying that. Like, my influence goes down. But that didn't happen this time. Cool. Okay, so how's my terms here? I wanted to give them more water. I really did. But I think I can't, because I'm about to run out of water if I don't do something about it. So, okay. So let's take a look really quick. With wind being okay, we're not really outputting any power right now, though, you see? Even though it very much looks like there's wind here, doesn't it? Very much, but there's no wind. So they're spinning, but we're not outputting anything. And this is where the batteries help out, which is what we're going through waves generator right here, right? So is there anywhere else we could put the water, like the wind the water gathering wheel or whatever the hell it's called? I've already forgotten the name. If I place this, like I had it on a bunch of the roofs here, right? What about here? I could place it here too, right? It's just, how do I build it? It's kind of way up in the air. But I could put this. Oh, no, it's not going to work. Yeah, we're overweight. I thought we were getting close, so we're not gonna touch this. This is fine. Exactly the way it is. Okay, so there are other houses though, like down over here, for example. And so I'm wondering if there's any way I could. I probably can't attach anything here either, right? Because it's just too heavy. Yeah, it's not gonna work here either. What about on the side of this building? It shows that it will work here, but I can't really pass any water to it. Put it on the side here. It could. No, it's too heavy here too. It's going to be overdone. Yeah. All right. What about... No. I just don't think there's a whole lot of places where I want to use this. We're going to skip it for the most part, and we're going to go towards wave generator instead. There's a lot of places I can use the wave generator. So we'll wait for that to be done. In the meantime, though, I did want to see this building work and have it, you know, see how the collection is going here. I want to see how that happens. So I'm going to... their work shift is starting now. We do have this as well that we could go into. A locked entrance that can be opened by providing enough electricity. Hey, I have electricity now. Let's send 2 engineers over there and see what they do. See what's inside. They're just standing around doing nothing. Look at these guys. They got nothing to do. They're like, hey, I want to get this, but I can't. And I don't know how to help you with that. Can you get it if you do this? Tell me you could just walk up there and do it now. No? All right. How about, nope. Yeah, right here. How about that? Can you get it now? It's just kind of silly. Like it's elevated so they can't get it. And I want to get them up there, but they can't. It can't do it if it's directly directly above them. It's got to be beside them. But I really feel like they should be able to get it from the top side here, right? They should be able to get it from here. But maybe not. It's too low or something. I don't know. Either way, we've got this happening. So we want to see what that's about. And then this is working too, right? Yeah? Is it running? There he goes. He's in there now. There you go. So we're picking stuff up. Bringing it over. Okay. Good. All right. Let's see what's inside the locked entrance. Trapped inside. Captain, one of our people fell through a broken floor and got trapped inside. We need to get them out of there. Make sure they have enough supplies until help arrives. That's very easy to do. And I get +3 influence for that. Did they say anything valuable down there? I get 40 chunk. Good thing they've been working out. Step aside, everyone. Aha. Good. I've been working out. Yeah. Step aside, everyone. I could get the influence. I could. I kind of feel like the loyalty might be a good thing here. It puts me like firmly in this. Right now we're barely in this, but it'll get me firmly in this. And this is again plus. It's 0.1 influence per person per day. 10 maximum per day. So this is like 3 days worth of influence. But if I get that and firmly lock it down, then like, you know, after 3 days, this has paid for itself a little bit here because it's really locking me in case anything else happens. So I kind of like this. It's very easy to provide these resources. So I'm going to do that. And that's going to get me more influence. And now I'm firmly in that category. And I like that a little bit better, I think. Also, I just noticed the sailors have 2 water. They're the only ones that do. Whoops. Sorry about that, everyone. My bad. I'll give it to the engineers as well. Here's the waves generator. Okay, so waves generator here. We can place it where? How big are you? I don't know anything about you. Okay, so you can be like anywhere, but not on that front structure. How about down here? All right, we could place it right here underneath this. This would give us some power. Place one right there. And then I have enough resources, I think, to build another one. Yeah, I do. I want to build as many of these as I can because, again, passive power is very nice. And I think maybe it's a 70% here, though. Oh, because it's in the way of, yeah, this. Okay. If I stick it out through here, that's also 70%. This is 70%. Oh, my gosh, camera. Okay, how about over here? I mean, wow. Off the end here. Yeah. So we can place one over here. I got to get down there to build it, but once I build it, we're good. Because there's no worker requirement for this. To build that there, build that there. Yep, build this one over here too. So we just need to get down there to build these things, and then we're good to go. So that's a lot of power that could be happening there. So let's go ahead and do that. See if we can get down there. And I want to, I think, let's have, first off, access to this lower level is a good idea. Trying to get my camera. Sorry. Trying to get the camera to cooperate. All right, so let's say we give some more. They come down from this side. So give us access to this lower level. Yep, like that. We can get down there now. And then from there, I want to go. You know, I think it actually does make more sense to come in from where we already are. We already have some kind of support right here. So I think maybe we come in from here. And on that note, if we drop this down a little bit, we'd be able to put the catcher here while still being able to access the water. So ideally, I'd like to be able to take on, like, to actually gather this stuff. You know, get this stuff out of the way. It's just they can't reach it. And I don't know how to get them to where they can reach it. Now, maybe, since I'm already out the window. Oh, hey, maybe I'm already out the window. Hang on. This will work. This will work. Oh, yeah. There it goes. Okay, never mind. We're good. All right, that was actually easier than I suspected. So this storage, which I was moving because it was, man, oh, man. Tell you what, man. 3D games, the stuff that happens in this game kind of makes me appreciate a 2D game, you know? I can't click this. I can't click that storage. There it goes. I want to put this back where it was. Yep. All right. Because it'll actually work where it was. But now I can access that, yeah? We should be able to get down and build that. So we do the same thing from this side, where I take the path down from here. Yep, from the window. And we just bring it down as far down as it'll let me go. And then I'm going to take this support right here against that. Yeah, it goes straight down. It needs to be on that side. Yeah, on that side. And then this goes across. Oh, come on. Quit it. Goes across like this. Yep. And then I just move this to be the other side over. Yep, like that. All right, and then we take this one and just kind of go like that. And that should let them reach it. Yeah, no problem. It's a very easy problem. Once you see the solution, it's like, oh, why didn't I think of that immediately? No, it's the way it goes. So now we should see them come down and build it. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers. Not sure what's going on. Can I force them, please? get over here and do it, please. Force priority. You're going to do that one too. Very good. And someone's going to build this one now. Excellent. So power generation right now shows 222 a day on average, and we're consuming 211 a day. That's great. Now we should see even more because, again, passive power is being built. So there we go. Okay, so this says it's got timer on it, right? But it's got 120% production. Clearance is good. Sea access is good. Sea distance. Higher efficiency when closer to sea level. Well, now this is low tide at the moment. So the sea level is actually here. However, I mean, right? We just bring it down a little bit. They can do that. Yep. And then we do the same thing here. Just bring this down one level. Sure. And then we can do the same thing. We just keep doing it all the way down the edge, right? Right there. Yep. So we just add these, and then we can move them down. And it's not hard to move it down. You just shift it and add more ladders. But then they'll go ahead and build this even closer to sea level. And we still have 100%, so I don't think we can necessarily go too far above it. But this says 120% production, so not sure. But it's passive. You don't need maintenance. You don't need workers. And it's a pretty good source of power, too. It's 4 is what it says here, so great. Now, this was initially showing 0% there for a second, which is a little weird. This dude's just hanging out. He's just hanging out, man. I only have 19 goods, so I'm not sure I can do anything with this guy. Yeah. I'd love to have the tools. I really would, but it's okay. This is done now, too. That's even more power. So now we want to focus on batteries so we can store it. And at that point, then we're ready to just unleash the full fury of every structure, every production chain that uses electricity. We're just ready to unleash it. I don't even need these right now, by the way. These steam generators, I don't need them. It's 102 power. We're making more already, and we're adding this extra passive power that's free. So I think I can remove these safely now. I don't need them anymore. We can get the resources back for those. I probably don't need storages and stuff here anymore either, so I can take that away, and we can add maybe even more water, more desalinators right here. I think so. I don't need the storage. We can take those away. I also had someone comment about like logistics. You know, you can use the logistics buildings. Where is it? Not tools production. It's in... I forget where it even is now at this point. There's the storages, right? These right here. This. Nope. This. Right? Food warehouse, right? You can use these warehouses, and people moving things around is way more efficient than the individual workers doing it. So I am using that. I am using the food warehouse. I have 3 of them, I think. And I think maybe you were commenting before I started using them. It's possible, but I have many of them. There's one right here, right? And I have people working there and moving food around, etc. Because it's near food production buildings. And so I wanted it to be near food production buildings. I think I have another one over on that other... Where's that other area where I was doing food? Right here. The greenhouse is over here. So I was going to put another food warehouse over here, and I just haven't yet. Also, we have all of this, which, based on what you've told me, I should be able to do this, right? And just have all that gathered for me, right? Although that looks like it's going to take out the floor, and I don't want it to do that. Yeah, I don't really want it to take out the floor. But if it does, I guess we'll rebuild it, right? So, okay. So we'll do that. Place it right here. I guess that gets almost everything. Right? Place it right there. I don't know if they can actually work in this building from where that's positioned, but we can fix it. If it can't, we can just do that. And now they totally can. Let's bring that back. And since it's probably going to remove that metal, we'll just kind of collect it right there. But now they can collect all of this stuff below without us having to do it, right? Put an engineer in there and call it good. So that'll take care of that. But a lot of this is great. I like these greenhouses. And I wanted a food warehouse over here, too, for just people moving food around. I don't think this is a great place for it, to be honest. I think maybe in here is better. Oh, am I already doing this? See, I'm already doing this. I just showed, yeah, see? See? Shay. There's actually extra food storage here too, just in case. So we got a lot of this going on here. I got things going on I didn't even know about. Let's open the event on HQ. I can place, I think, engineers in there. Why not? Let's open the event. So pick your HQ task. We need to send them away. We need to find their friends and family. This is with outsiders. And I have positive water, positive food, positive wood, metal, fuel, more power than I know what to do with at this point. So yeah, I think we want to find their fans and friends. So 2 days until the HQ task is done. That seems pretty good. We can get more people in here to help out with things. It's great. Why are you yelling at me? Is the sea level too low for you? I think so, right? Yeah, woodcatcher, too low. It moved on you. It does that. Let's put you down here now then. Maybe over here. Yeah, and then look, the sea level's moved like way down. I gotta move this stuff now. Jeez. It just, yeah. I mean, it's gonna come back up. It'll come back up here in a second. Like the green area, graphically, you can always tell where the sea level is because all this algae is below sea level, right? So it's low tide, high tide, etc. But the sea level is actually here. And so when it comes back up, it's going to be there, right? You can see. So these things are still fine, but that low tide was quite low. It went down quite a lot. But I have moved my woodcatcher a little bit lower to help it out. We can put people back on sand. I think that's good to help gather that. And we can put people in this too. Why not? Yeah, go ahead and get that going. I think maybe I could probably, I kind of want to move that just a little bit over. But whatever, it's fine. We'll just leave it. Did I get another sailor? I didn't get another sailor. Where are the sailors working? I want to get another sailor in that boat. Is there sailors working in any of these buildings in here, maybe? Not that one. Sailors, are you working in the thrift store or anything like that? Can't quite see in there. It's a very busy place in there, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, the sailor's working in here. Okay, so let's take you out of this. Put workers there instead. Now those 2 sailors are available. We can stick one of them in that boat. Wherever that boat is. Where'd that boat go? Right there. Metal boat. Nope, not that one. The other one underneath it. Yep, this metal boat right there. Stick an extra sailor in there too. So they can go out and do things, yeah? We'll probably put them in here too if possible. There's 1 out of 2 somewhere else over here too. What's this? What's this 1 out of 2? Is there another boat that doesn't have everybody in it? It's another metal boat. Interesting. So there's 3 boats right here. Do I need another dock? Maybe. I might need another. I mean, I might need another dock. I think maybe we can go and put another dock maybe right here. I have enough boats where I think that's perhaps necessary. We can place it right here. Yeah. Another dock right there, and then we just have to make sure that they can easily walk from it. So let's get that in there. And they can get around this. We'll do that. There we go. They can pretty easily move around that now. All right, then. I want to see this thing work. Where's my rain? Huh? It's all wind. I just set up my thing on the side here, and it hasn't rained since I installed it. There's just been no rain this entire video, which is why we're not reliant on rain, all right? We're trying not to be anyway. I have the electric desalinators and all the electricity, so yes, good. And then once we get batteries, we will start having actual batteries to store power, and we won't need the gravity batteries anymore. That said, we can still add more gravity batteries. It's not hard to do. It's very easy to build, and it's, I think, a still pretty good idea. So if I put one right here, I wonder if you would be able to support that. Would you build that? Is that buildable? Can you access it from this? I mean, you're right on top of it, so hopefully you can build that. Yeah, there you go. Build an extra gravity battery. Why not? That's a really long way down, so that's gonna work out great. What else can we do? Another gravity battery, maybe right here would be good. If you can reach it, I think you can. They're cheap. You know, they're cheap to build. Also, yeah, I can put it right on the side of this, I guess. I mean, it's all about distance. So if I place it right here, let's rotate it like this. Yep. If I place it right there, oh, do I need to rotate this one too, or did I? This one's facing the wrong direction. I need this to be like that. There we go. Yeah, 2 gravity batteries. I think it's great. Let's just make sure they can reach it. There we go. And now we have even more power storage for later. So stable. This is a good society here, right? And yeah, I know I didn't like play it perfect. Okay, I get it. There's a lot of things I could improve, but the fact is I didn't fail, right? It's not a particularly easy game. You know, there's a lot of things that can go here. I think I've heard from some comments from a lot of you guys that you're having trouble with certain things, right? And so it's not a super easy game or anything, but no, I want to build this. Can we build that, please? I can't get it. I can't get back there. You know, maybe we can duck underneath it. Maybe we can duck underneath it. Let's try. If I go like this, will you hold? You seem like you're willing to hold. And that's really what's important is perception here is pretty important. You hold here too? You seem like you're getting stressed now. Yeah. But we're underneath. So, you know, can you do it for me? Can you get there and build that? Can you get to this? I don't think so. Okay, here's what we're going to do then. We're going to take you away and you away and you away. We're going to cancel this and this. Okay. Now we just have the, just have the water right here, right? And we'll go ahead and just do that. All right. You should be able to build these now. Yeah, there you go. Now I just need to find a way to get in here because they can work this building. This is another woodcatcher, right? They can work here, which means they can get in here. But for whatever reason, they just can't interact with these windows. And it's all about this wood. So I think the next thing I really need to figure out is how in the world to get this wood. So it's probably easy for, you know, some of you guys are probably like, it's so obvious. Okay. That's cool, bro. You're smarter than me. Congrats. Like, whatever. But I can't, you know, I've tried stairs. I've tried the ladder. I've tried going in through the windows. I've tried a variety of things so far, and it just doesn't seem to work. You know, it's almost like I should have done this when I had boats. Like, this is totally clear. As if boats did this, right? This is totally clear, but they didn't get to this stuff. And so that's a little bit unclear to me. You know, maybe the crane from the top can do it, but again, that doesn't make any sense because the crane shouldn't be able to go through a floor. Shouldn't be able to go through things like that, but nevertheless, it probably is. I'm not sure what this does. I still don't know that. I haven't seen your comments. If anyone said that, I will read them eventually. But I still don't know exactly what it's doing. I'm going to give it another task, but I guess still don't know. Okay, so additional power needed here. We can get to this point, but we're not this low. This over here is a little different because we're not actually this low already. So from over here, we need to drop down and get this low. So we're going to do that, I think, over here. We're going to say you can come down this far, and that gets you to this level. All right. And then we can work our way around this level, but I need to do the same thing I did over there where I need to get the support, let's say here, like that, I guess. And then this can go out about that far, right? And then the ladder comes up from like that, but that's not stable. It's not holding. It's not holding. So I'm going to need something else stability-wise. Maybe. I know all of this will collapse. Give me a second. Maybe we use metal here instead. Get that extra strength. See if it'll work. Seems like that will hold, but this one won't. Very interesting. Nope, that won't work either. Well, now, maybe I'm too low. Maybe I'm too low. Let's go one level up. We'll move this up. Okay. Yeah, I think that's where we needed to be, right there. All right, and then from this side, let's have you stationed here. We'll have you come up like a stairs to this side, right? And now we're here. And we can have you come all the way around and connect like so. Okay? That'll get us on that one. We need to do the same thing over here, but this will get us on this one. And then I can do the same thing over here just by connecting here. Yep. We can go like that, put the stairs like this, and then we'll just build up and around exactly as we did before to that side, right? So here, I think probably metal because it worked. That's the way it was last time. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not needed once I get to the right height, but that's what I've got. So we'll go ahead and do it. 3 out, and then stairs up. Ladder, I mean, yeah, ladder down. And it is not holding, right? I'm down too low again, aren't I? Yep. Yes, I'm down too low. I went down too many levels again. So let's fix that. Well, okay. I meant to right click and then left click, but I guess my right click didn't register. It's fine. Okay, just like that. And done. So that should give them access, but it's still saying no access. Oh, dumbass. Well, that explains it. Yep. Yes, I know. Stop it. Come on. There we go. Try that instead. Yeah? Notice this go away, maybe? Should go away? There it goes. Okay, cool. So we're going to have even more passive power. I'm over the moon ecstatic about the renewable energy stuff. Great. This is built too, so even more energy there. We're producing way more power than we need still, so we can add even more desalination. We can add, even more water through this means here. We can put it, I think, in this area. I think I like that right here. Maybe we'll go, like this. Yeah, like this. 1, 2. Right up next to that. Now there's no way to reach this. We can fix that. We can fix it. We have the technology. That one's actually fine, so we don't even need this all the way around. We can just do that. Yep, that'll work. So they can walk around the outside to get there now. Beautiful. Alternatively, I think I could have just moved it out, but it's fine. I wanted the option to put it here too, because I can put, I think, 2 more here, provided I do that. Then I can do that too. So additional water going in. Wow, I'm going to be so much water, which the water directly translates to how much food we can have. So the more water I get, the more people I can support, right? And that's the idea. HQ will need some time for the next task. Got it. Not end the event, only hide the timer. I got it. Oh, we found them right here. Yeah. So 18 people. 18 more people. So how would we house them? We need to really consider where my metal housing district is going to be. I'm tempted to put it all the way up the edge here too, but I really want to make this area work. There's just not enough structural stability yet. I need to break all this stuff down and redo it, I think. I just don't want the trees to go, of course. So if I break this here like that, this piece isn't really broken. It seems fine, honestly. But these ones are broken. I need to fix that. I want to get rid of this one and this one. We got to, of course, get all of these things too. They're not doing it because the floor doesn't go down enough. The sea level moved. So I need to go down a little bit more here. Let's go down like, yep, like that. Now they can get down there and get this stuff. We need to break down anything that is like a crumbled floor. Needs to just be broken. Needs to be gathered up, right? And this is the bottom here. So when, like, we'll really know where we got to be at that point. But we're going to break all these things down too, and we'll see how that works. I have 5 spare workers to do it. They're not accessing this, so they still can't get to this dock. Is it you blocking it? Or can you not get to this floor? There's the ladder right here. You should be able to get to that floor. I mean, you can walk. If you can walk here, then you can go down there. Yeah, there you go. The path right there. Yes. I think maybe this is blocking it, which is a little weird, but all right. We can fix that too. Just make an extra path right here, I guess. Yeah, you can't go there, but you can now do that. So we should see that go away now, I think. Yep, there it goes. It's gone. And then we want to clear that out of the way too. All right. So we're going to be able to get more food because food is going to start getting really strained. And again, we have, I mean, we can do regular greenhouses. That's still water, but I can also do the electric ones if needed. I have enough power. I think. I think I have enough power. This is almost built. Look at this. Here it is. So close. And it is built. Very, very nice. It's low to the, it's very low. As the sea level lowers again, we can move it down lower, but it's very efficient. 100%. 4 power output on all of them. I think it's 3 out of 4 because the boat was in there, but these 2 zones do not overlap, so that's nice. We could even put another one over here. Not above that. No, I guess not, because there's that. Yeah, the other thing is in the way. We talked about this. We saw it earlier. Ooh, right here. Got to get to this building first, though. But I like this. Yeah, right down into the sea level. Holy moly. Will you let me build that right there? I feel like that's too low. We'll put it here. The sea level's not going to rise any more than this. So it's okay. Can we get here? We're already this side. We got a lot of stuff down there. And if I make a path this way, so they can walk into this side, and then I should have no problem really doing that or that, just to make sure we can put the stairs on it too. Little stairs, yep. So if we can get them to here, we can get them into here, and then we can start working our way up that building too. So on this side, I would want to drop it down here, I think. We dip it low to there. There we go. Everything is green on that side. They can all access that now. Good. And we can put another passive power right here, provided they can get to it, which I guess this doesn't count as being able to get to it. So we're going to have to put that. Just that. And that counts as them being able to build that. And they're going to get to work on that right away, too. Very cool. Okay, HQ has a task. Let's take a look. Just says got it. Fine. So they found more. Yep. It's weird that it's just like... I guess that says don't show this. Just hides the timer, but I kind of want to know. So I don't know. I kind of want to know. I don't have the housing. I got to build housing. So the last thing I'm going to do here in this video is solve the housing crisis that's about to happen if I bring these guys in. Again, I don't know if this is the best place for this house, but it's near the trees, and I want this to be near the trees, okay? So I want to take this out, and I want to have the housing be... I was hoping for 3 along the edge, and I was kind of hoping that we would go 3 along the edge, all around the outside, and then we could put their roofs all this is the vision, and I don't think there's enough space for this, okay? But here's the vision I had for this. It's housing. I'm going to use the bridge as an example of the distance, but it's going to be this distance all the way around, okay? Because there's trees here. So what I wanted was housing about here, and we were going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to then curve 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we would stack probably 3 high for all of that. The trees would then impact almost every house all the way up this chain. Mostly on the bottom houses, maybe not the top. Then we place roofs all around the outside, all angled inward, and I would have water collection stuff at the bottom. We would have power stuff along the inside. And so we would just have a lot of stuff going on, all the while allowing them to walk around the edge in a spiral, very similar to how we're letting them walk here. Same idea, except it would go in a circle. That was the hope, but as I tried this out, like offline, just kind of messing with things, it was telling me that even going too high, it was not structurally sound enough. So I'm hoping that by clearing this stuff out and maybe rebuilding it, it will end up being more structurally sound. Because you get 4880 right here. This is 2240. You know, so like again, I don't know how to read these numbers exactly, but I mean, I can't attach it there, of course. I can't attach it there. I can do this, which is what I've got for now. And if I was to take this away, again, I want to remove this. I want all of this metal to be gone, which is going to remove this too. But if we can break this metal down, they can walk around this. They just did. So I don't even need that walking path anymore. And we can get them to break down all this metal. Maybe I can place, for example, something like this. I don't know if that adds the structural integrity that I require, but it's like, it's still concrete, right? It's a solid base for my houses to be installed on. That's kind of what I'm looking for, is a solid base for that. Maybe I don't start low. Maybe I start here, for example, and we just add, you know, like I could, this is a crumbling wall, so I'd have to start maybe down here. Looks like it'll let me build that though. This is the very bottom. This is like the solid foundation at the bottom. So I'm looking at like right here, and maybe I build this up. But you see, we're already yellow down there. So I'm just not certain about it. Okay. But I want to get like a solid foundation right there. So we'll see how that works as far as how it's being supported. And I want to get that baseline, and then we start building the houses, right? So if I was to build a metal house here, it would go... It was supposed to be out wide, like about out this far. Even further than this, really. But I think I'm going to have to amend my plans to make it to where like we're going to do what's possible, right? So I'm thinking maybe right here. We go one there, and then another one there. This is going to be one that gets hit by the houses, right? And then another one here, which would also be affected by that tree. And then another one, since the door is on the interior there, the other house could be then positioned right here, so where that is still there. And then this house that goes around will still be in range of the tree, but it won't block the door. That was the hope. I want to make sure I'm not blocking their ability to go around this. Which I think I am, and there's nothing I can really do about it at the moment. Yeah, so we're going to just build the one house for now. Until they get this metal out of here. And then I can start laying that in. So that is my plan, right? I don't know if the plan will work. If I place this here, it seems like there's enough structural integrity now for that to be supported. And then it also seems like that's supported. Yeah, this is good. That works. Up to 3 high, right? Yeah. 3 high, and then that's it. Because it's about the extent of what the tree can do. Maybe the tree could hit a 4th one. Maybe I could get wood housing on the top. It looks like it would support wood housing at the top now. This was not possible before. So this definitely helped right here. This definitely helps. And so if I do this around there, if I rebuild this with the concrete, I think that will definitely allow me to have my housing block the way I want it. Okay, but we're gonna break this because I don't want this to actually build right now. I want to abort this. Why is it pretending? I mean, we're not actually building it, so why is it... Yeah, just break. Just That's weird. Like, you didn't commit any resources to this, did you? Really? I've already committed resources to that? Weird. Okay. Fine. Found their location, 2 outsiders. We'll go ahead and do that. We have a lot of things going on here, so I'm gonna do that. We're gonna lose 4 sailors here, and we're gonna gain 4 workers. I'm okay with that right now, but we do need more sailors at this point. And then when they build this house, we'll have enough housing for everybody here. I still have to expand this, though. This is not done. So, like, the concrete, for example, still needs to come around. And I don't know if I necessarily need that to be concrete. That might be unnecessary. We might be able to get away at this point by going like this. But I still need structure here. And I think I'm running out of that. Being able to come out this far. On this side, we got to go really low. So maybe if we come around, let's say I can't build there, but I can build here. And then we come around maybe to support this side, but that won't work. Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, I don't have the material cost. That's why. Okay. It's just the material cost. So I need to see, right? Can I move these pillars reasonably? Move these pillars to the absolute outside here. And then the other side of houses, the houses that are going around this way, around this tree, it's going to be partially supported by this structure. Kind of using that because the house is, you know, it's wide enough, right? We can just connect it. See that? You just connect it right there. So we end up having one house on the bottom here, but then the rest of them go that way. Okay. I'm going to leave it here. This has been fun. Thanks for joining me on my All Will Fall adventure. All right. Have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye.